Poverty, defined as want of the necessity of life, is a time-honored scourge suffered by all manner of persons around the globe. Ghana has poverty, acute poverty in some cases. Indeed, some 25 to 35% of Ghanaians living especially in rural areas are below the poverty line of less than $1 a day. Who tells you poverty is confined to the rural areas alone? Poverty is rife in urban areas too. The poor and filthy environments can be vehicles of poverty and aggravate the poor circumstances of individuals, homes, and societies. To improve the quality of life of Ghanaians, successive governments have been pursuing a comprehensive poverty reduction program. Urban and peri-urban poverty has been tackled in the 5-year Urban Poverty Reduction Project, Uprp. The project is being run by the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development through her implementing agency called Social Investment Fund, SIF.
The Urban Poverty Reduction Project is a priority area for government and for the bank, because the expectation is that if you can focus on vulnerable groups, if you can focus on women, if you can try to confront urban poverty, then you would make a major impact in terms of overall poverty reduction. This is why the bank found it a priority to finance this project. I think we are putting in almost $38 million for this project, and there is a government contribution as well as local authorities are also contributing to the project. But the bank is the major financier.
Reducing poverty is a difficult assignment, and the implementing agency, SIF, has been adequately prepared to competently handle the Uprp. The targeted Uprp area covers 12 metropolitan, municipal, and secondary towns in Ghana, partitioned into 3 zones. Zone 2 consists of Kumasi and Agogo in Ashanti, and Wenchi in Blong Ahafo. Zone 3 consists of Agona Swedru, Apam and Kaswa in Central Region, and Sekondi Takrady in Western Region. And Zone 4 consists of Accra and Tema in Greater Accra, Ho in Volta, and Koforidua and Akyem in the Eastern Region. Pre-intervention situation analysis and basic data collected by the Uprp on targeted cities and towns show the poverty-related problems and areas for socio-economic intervention. And to effectively manage the project and sustain poverty alleviation, the SIF has categorized the interventions into 4 main components. Component 1, capacity building for pro-poor urban development and management. Component 2, targeted pro-poor socio-economic investment. Component 3, urban small-scale enterprise development. And Component 4, project management and coordination.
The Component 1 is looking at capacity building for pro-poor urban development and management. What do I mean by that? The various district assemblies who are participating in the program, together with their local government structures and the beneficiaries, the business sector, are brought together to develop what we call community business and development plans. That captures the aspirations of the people, how they want to see their communities develop in the next 5 to 10 years. Again, under the same component, the institutional capacity for district assemblies are built, providing them with logistics to work, i.e. project equipment like vehicles, like computers, and then also we see how we strengthen the revenue mobilization base of the district assemblies, and then also deal with environmental sanitation, which is a major problem facing urban areas. The component 2 talks about social capital and investment support, and it has 2 subcomponents. The first one is looking at providing basic socioeconomic infrastructure to improve the livelihoods of these poor communities. When I talk about basic socioeconomic infrastructure, I mean provision of school buildings, clinics, roads, water, and the like. And also improving business centers that could really go to enhance the expansion of urban small-scale businesses.
Within component 3, there will also be provision of access to local and national markets for the small-scale enterprises. There will also be facilitation of long-term savings mobilization and improvement in capacity of partner financial institutions.
Component 3 of the Urban Poverty Reduction Project, that's the Uprp, focuses on urban small-scale enterprise development. And so the project goal is to increase job creation through partnership between the business sector, that is the small-scale enterprise sector, and then MMDAs.
Component 4 is project management and coordination. It embraces the Uprp's management head office, that is the Social Investment Fund, the enhancement of the capacity of her staff, funding and provision of logistics that place her in pole position to effectively supervise activities in the targeted metropolitan, municipal, and district assemblies. In this program, we concern ourselves with the pre-intervention situation of the Urban Poverty Reduction Project's targeted cities and towns. By so doing, all of us will be better placed to appreciate the impact of Uprp at the project's completion. Let us begin at Wenchi in Bongahafo region. Wenchi, one of the 3 targeted towns in Zone 2, is poor.
The African Development Bank team came down to do a pre-intervention visit, and looking at the poverty situation and the poverty maps that were available, these towns were selected for Ashanti and Brahafo. We started with general sensitization, that is making the stakeholders aware that this project exists and these are the things that are available for the communities. So after the sensitization, we went into the actual implementation of the project.
All other targeted cities and towns went through same steps as Wenchi. One common revelation is that community business and development plans, CB and DPs, if any, excluded private and business sectors. Recognizing the significant importance of the private sector to national development, the project facilitated the preparation of CB and DPs in the participatory manner, ensuring the inclusion of indigenous businesses and then addressing the development gaps in the CB and DPs, which are really development blueprints.
Government does not want the development of the community to be haphazard. Any donor that is coming should not go outside this document. It is reviewed every year. In it, they will tell us what is the situation of the community as at the day we were talking to them. And then what are the gaps and what are the projects that should be done to solve those problems. Now, no project will be done anywhere unless it has been identified and agreed to in the CB&DP. Now, before the CB&DP will become a document, the assembly, that the citizens in the town should have a validation workshop prioritization workshop, and then endorsement. The whole assembly should endorse the document to make it legal. So any project that will see the light of day, fiscal project, should have been in the CBNDP.
We have developed community business and development plans for all the towns, the communities involved. Kumasi, we tried to develop it at the town council level. So there are 24 town councils. So we are still on it. We have not completed, but we've developed some. At Agogo, we developed 14 sub-projects.
Inside that plan, we have about 31 projects spread across, including co-stores and all those things.
The lead persons in the preparation of the CBNDPs are the district coordinating directors, planning, budget, and social welfare officers, and engineer in each metropolitan, municipal, and district assembly. They form a local committee called Local Project Implementing Agency, LIPIA. Let us for a moment leave the CBNDPs and the socio-economic projects that were prioritized from them and look at other aspects of Component 1.